Students, in today's class, what are we going to study? Any idea?
The heart.
The heart. Okay, the chapter which we are going to study is the heart. Now, who can say something about heart? Who can say? Can anybody say about heart? Pritima, can you say some points about heart? She is silent. So, Sudal, can you
Heart
tell me
is
about heart?
The heart is a hollow muscular organ which consists of cardiac muscle.
Okay,
It is situated in the middle of the chest and
okay,
between two lungs.
yeah,
And it is covered with a double layer membranous sac called pericardium, which is thin
okay,
and transparent.
all right,
Its fluids perform two main functions. It allows frictionless movement of the heart. Eh? This one, sir.
all right. So he said that heart is covered by a membrane called pericardium. What is that membrane called? Pericardium. And there is a fluid called pericardial fluid. And the function of pericardial fluid we will be discussing when I share the screen. And next thing, students, the heart has got some rooms, some chambers. Can you tell me the different chambers of heart? Can you tell me the different chambers of heart? What are they? The different chambers of heart are auricles and ventricles. Upper chambers are auricles and lower chambers are ventricles. And those left chambers and the right chambers are separated by one membrane. It is called septum. Akriti, keep your hand down. Don't supply support to your chin right now. You are very strong enough to sit correctly. Yes or no? And Vivors is feeling very cold today.
yes, sir. Yes.
The cold has increased. So, and I said auricles, ventricles, and next thing there are some blood vessels in heart. Some pipes are there, and there are some openings. So there are some checkpoints in heart. Those checkpoints are valves, valves, valves. We will be discussing about that also today. And at the beginning, now I'm going to share the screen. So if the screen is not clear, please tell me. And I hope every student is with pen and paper. So if there is pen and paper, they can learn something. If not so, it will be difficult for them. So can you see the structure? What is here, students? Do you know?
Sir, it is a but it is unclear.
Can you see any screen shared?
Yes.
Yes,
What is
Yes,
sir.
sir.
here?
Yes, sir.
What is
The
here?
heart,
The heart.
the heart structure.
Yes, at the top.
Structures.
At the top, it's quite a smaller one, and down it is quite bigger one. It means same thing is expanded over here. So, students, now listen carefully. The heart is hollow muscular organ made up of which type of muscle? Cardiac muscle. It is made up of cardiac muscle. We know there are three types of muscles. They are voluntary muscle, involuntary muscle, and cardiac muscle. So cardiac muscle is present in heart only. It is very strong muscle. Its uh, structure is similar to voluntary muscle, but function is involuntary. And the heart is kept, or it lies in chest cavity between two lungs. Between right lung and left lung, there is presence of heart. And when we talk about the shape is like a cone. Cone is, ice cream cone, it. So see, this is ice cream cone, and structure of heart is like this, like a cone means we can just see this one. This is the shape of the heart. And when we talk about the size of heart, how big heart do we possess? So for that, simply students, make your fist. You know how to make right fist? You can make muthi from right hand. How big it forms, that much big heart is located in your body. Okay, that much big heart is located in your body. So next thing, the heart is covered by double layered membrane, means there are two layers in that membrane. That membrane is called pericardium. Students, when we studied about nervous system, then we learned one thing, meanings. MENINGS. Meanings are three layered membranes that cover the brain. But pericardium is double layered membrane. There are two layers in that pericardium and they cover the heart. So how is the pericardium? It is transparent. In between two layers of pericardium, there is one gap, pericardial cavity. We call it pericardial cavity, and that pericardial cavity is covered with a liquid. That liquid is called pericardial fluid. Please mark it. And what does the pericardial fluid do? What is function? The function of pericardial fluid is it allows frictionless movement of the heart. The heart can move without any friction. Number second, it protects the heart from mechanical injury and shocks. Two functions. One is frictionless movement. Next one is protects from mechanical injury and shocks. Students, if we talk about the internal structure of heart, the internal structure of heart is full of some chambers or rooms, and the left chamber and right chambers are separated by one layer, muscular layer. That muscular layer is called septum. Spelling just here, septum. Septum divides the heart into two parts. I hope the students are learning and writing and marking the difficulties. And when I complete my saying or my lecture, then they are going to ask me some questions. That's why your attention is very important. Okay, so septum divides the heart into right part and left part. Okay, so the right parts and left parts are divided into two parts again. Each is divided into two parts. So the right part is divided into what is that called? Of right auricle and left auricle. So right auricle and right ventricle. Like this is right auricle, this is right ventricle. And again, left part is divided into two parts: left auricle, left ventricle. Upper chambers are auricles, AURICLE, and lower part or chamber is ventricle, VENTRICLE. Okay, students. Upper chambers are auricles and lower chambers are ventricles. And the upper chamber which lies towards right side is right auricle. Which lies in left side is left auricle. Very simple. Which lies in the lower chamber that lies towards right side is right ventricle. The left chamber that lies towards left side is called left ventricle. Right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle, left ventricles. Okay, and these chambers contain blood vessels also. They contain blood vessels. Which blood vessels they contain, we will be discussing after some time. So now let me discuss the things. Students, are you in the class or you are outside? Students, are you in the class or outside? Are you listening to
Inside.
me?
Yes, sir.
Students, presence should be there 11, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. So Beavers, you tell me, Babu, what did we discuss just now? Come on.
We just discussed about the structure of the heart.
Okay.
The heart is a hollow organ which consists of cardiac muscles, and it is in the middle of a chest. It lies on the middle of the chest,
Okay.
and it is covered with a double layer membrane sac called pericardium, which is thin and transparent.
Okay. You tell me the four chambers of heart.
The time now is 14:15.
Four chambers of heart. He could not say. Sujina, can you tell me the four chambers of heart?
Left auricle, right auricle, left ventricle, right ventricle.
That's good. And one thing you have to remember, the heart is divided into two parts, right part and left part by one muscular layer. What is that layer called?
Septum.
Septum. So that's good. Septum. Now, in next slide, what are we going to discuss? Please just check it out here. So, PowerPoint presentation, I'm going to show you here. Students, is the slide visible?
Yes, sir.
So, what is given here?
It is difference between auricle and ventricle.
Auricles and ventricles. So, students, now listen carefully. You pay attention as well. So, if you pay attention, then it will be set in your mind. Auricles are upper chambers, whereas ventricles are lower chambers.
You are.
Okay, auricles lie up, ventricles lie down. And what about the auricles? They are
Yeah,
thin walls.
you are. Alright.
The walls of auricles are thin, and the walls of ventricles are thick. Okay, two. And third difference you can say, auricles are small chambers, ventricles are big chambers. It means auricles can store less amount of blood, ventricles can store more amount of blood. Next thing is here, auricles receive blood from different parts of the body. Okay, auricles receive blood from different parts of the body, and ventricles receive blood from auricles and they pump into different parts. different parts send the blood to the heart, which is collected in the auricles. From auricles, the blood goes to ventricles. Again, from ventricle, it is transported to different parts of the body. So that is the difference between auricles and ventricles. So now our next slide is shown over here. What is the heading? Can you tell me? Ashok,
Yes, sir.
what is the heading?
Function of different part of the heart.
Okay, so now students, let me tell you one thing. Everybody make your mic on what do we call it? Your microphone on, because I noticed that the students are not paying attention to their studies. Everybody make the microphone on. So whenever I raise the question, immediately they can answer. And next important thing is you have to be in peaceful environment. I have noticed some of the students are in noisy environment, and what are they doing? They are putting the uh, item. I think it is called headset or can be dabba, dakkan, and they don't listen anything. It's very bad. So you keep your microphone on so that I can ask the question and you reply me immediately. So dakkan wale also listen carefully. Okay. Let me share the screen and discuss the things. So make the microphone on. I don't see that some students are making like Vivek Shah. Are you staying in a very noisy environment, Vivek?
No, sir.
Then why did you make up? And Akirti Simkhada, why? Akirti Simkhada,
Yes, sir.
make your microphone on. Your microphone must be on. Your audio also must be on, so that what's going on we can find out. I checked here. Just listen this the sound. They can play game also. That is very different. You must reply immediately. Okay, Beaver.
Okay, sir.
If the class is interactive, then it is okay. So Season Rai also became interactive. Organizer, how? How Season Rai became organizer? He must be attending. He must be participating. Season Rai, organizer is given how? It should not be. Okay. Now the screen is shared like this. Can you see the screen, students?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. What is given here? Functions of
Function of
four
Functions
chambers.
of different.
Chambers of the heart.
Good. Good. You just like that. The four chambers are right auricle,
Articles.
right ventricle, left ventricle. What is it? Left ventricle.
left ventricle.
Sound is not coming. I'm confused. Right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle, and left. So what are their functions? Right auricle. It receives deoxygenated blood. What does it mean by deoxygenated blood?
It means on pure blood,
Unpure blood. Impure blood, we say.
which is not pure.
Impure. Okay, impure blood means more amount of carbon dioxide is present over there. Okay. So the blood that contains more amount of carbon dioxide is collected by different blood vessels and stored in right auricles. Remember, what does right ventricle do? It pumps. It pumps the deoxygenated blood into the lungs for purification. From heart, the blood goes towards the lungs after reaching in right ventricle. So right ventricle's duty is to get the blood from right ventricle and send it to lungs. Why the blood is sent to the lungs, students? Viva Kappa and Vivek Kappa, please be present. I can see Khada. Can you tell me why blood is sent to the lungs?
What?
The blood sent to the lungs.
For purification.
For purification. For purification means the oxygen is thrown from there and sorry, carbon dioxide is thrown from there and oxygen is stored. Viewers, Vivek
Yes,
Thapa,
sir.
are
Thank you,
you
sir.
the audio off? Vivek, everybody please make audio on it. I cannot remind you time and again. And left auricle, what does left auricle do? It receives oxygen from the lungs and pumps into the left ventricle. And left ventricle, it receives oxygenated blood from the left auricle and pumps it to different parts of the body. This things you have to keep in mind. Okay. So students, right part of the heart possesses, what does it possess? Impure blood. And left part possesses pure blood. So this must be stated in mind. These are the functions. Right auricle to store or to receive the oxygenated blood. Right ventricle to send the blood to lungs for purification. Left auricle to receive the blood from lungs and left ventricle to pump the blood into different parts of the body. Now, what can you see in the screen, students?
Function of
Generally
two
speaking, what are
blood vessels heart.
the functions of blood vessels? Okay, Sujina, what are the different blood vessels located in heart?
Vena cavas, pulmonary arteries, pulmonary veins, aorta.
Okay, these are the different blood vessels or those pipes connected in um, heart. So, Akriti, can you tell me the functions of vena cava?
It transport deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body into the right auricle of the heart.
Good. Vena cava, what do? They transport impure blood from different parts of the body and they take it to right auricle. See then, what is the function of pulmonary arteries?
Yes, sir.
Function of pulmonary arteries. Why are taking long time? They carry deoxygenated blood from right ventricle of the heart to the lungs. Please. Vena cava collect the deoxygenated blood to right auricle. Pulmonary arteries carry deoxygenated blood, impure blood from right auricle, right ventricle to lungs. Now, who is next one? Ojas is present?
No,
No, sir.
Ojas,
no, sir. He is not
where has been?
present.
He didn't have immediately? Then Pritima, you tell me the functions of pulmonary veins.
Carry oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left auricle of the heart.
Good. So pulmonary veins, they carry deoxygenated blood, sorry, oxygenated blood from lungs to heart. And physical function of aorta.
It carries pure blood from the left ventricles of the heart to different parts of the body.
Good. Uh, Sitting,
Not
sitting with somebody else, huh? Who's near to you, Chipitima, Sanjal? Chipitima, Sanjal, you show me that person who is sitting near to you. You are being disturbed. Who is there?
sir, no one.
Don't say no one. I can notice from here, huh? Please don't divert your mind, hey girl. When you are reading, you have to pay full concentration towards studies. Sitting with sister and talking and just diverting mind, is that okay? And you have not submitted the homework also. Why didn't you submit homework? Why didn't you submit your homework?
I have submitted.
Where did you submit? In Messenger?
Not.
So work is given, they are not submitting the work. In the class time also they sit with somebody else and then laugh like this. Why? Pay attention for studies. Concentration is essential. Okay, can you see the screen, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is shown there?
Functions for blood vessels
Functions
of
of
the
four valves of the heart. Okay. At first we discuss functions of four chambers: right auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Later on we discuss about the functions of Before Sapa, will you show your face? Go a little bit back. Go more back. Go more back. You can take in the photo. And why are you going to cough now? Don't cough every time. And we discuss about the functions of blood vessels, vena cava, pulmonary artery, pulmonary. No, no. Again, your position is not up to date, Babu. You can go a little bit
now.
back. Yeah, you go a little bit back. More back. Yes, sir. Okay. So the time has gone. It is said 14:30. And students, what do we do is what is discussed in today's class. First of all, we discuss about the structure of heart and how big is the heart. The heart is equal to the size of our fist. Make your right fist. How big is it? That much big its size is, and it is made up of cardiac muscle. The heart is covered by double layered membrane. Remember, that double layered membrane is. Are you playing game now?
Hmm?
And Susan right. And Vivek asked, why did you make your microphone off? Why did you make your microphone off? Can you say something like Akriti?
Yes, sir.
Why do you make your microphone off and on time and again? Did I say to make up? I'm checking whether the students are studying in peaceful environment or noisy environment. Staying in noisy environment and acting as if you are learning, is that okay? Very bad, right? If you are reading, please ask your parents not to disturb you. It's a serious matter. I was checking the copies. The questions were already out. You wrote at your home, but you did not pass also. What is it? Many students are failed. They are good. Means your study is not up to date. Eh? That's why video on, audio on, Dinago. The heart shape is like a cone, and it it is divided into right part and left part by a muscular layer called septum, and upper chambers are called arteries, lower chambers are called ventricles. Upper chambers are auricles, lower chambers are ventricles, and we discussed mainly functions of right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle, left ventricle. Again, this Akriti Sankata is making up means. Are you watching some programs, Akriti?
No, sir.
Why are you making your microphone off time and again?
Sir, not your voice is not coming clear. Not listening anything.
Also, my voice is not coming clearly.
I'm
Coming,
not
sir.
Sujina,
Yes, sir.
small coming.
Sujal,
Yes, sir.
is clear? You increase the volume of your laptop, then it will be loud.
No, sir, I'm increasing that all of microphone is on, so it is coming so small.
Isn't it? Okay. So, which subject we have got after this?
English.
English.
You are
English,
going
sir.
to SP.
Good English, sir.
SP gone yesterday.
Yesterday gone.
Now only
Yes, sir.
Sunday.
Yesterday gone.
Okay,
Now
no problem.
English.
We will meet for SP next week and science tomorrow. But one thing, remember, you will get work immediately. Check it. The work will not be that much long. According to your level, work will be given. Stay safe,
Okay, sir.
stay healthy. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye bye,
sir.
Bye,
sir.
bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir. Bye.
Bye, bye-bye.
Bye, sir.